Hey Sainers, welcome back to the Saints TV YouTube channel. Hope you are all having a lovely Monday so far. Bit of trade talk, just specifically on one player in this video. Ivan Soldo, ruckman, Port Adelaide. I think he has a year left on his contract, but not getting a lot of game time. Sitting behind Jordan Sweet and is looking for a new environment back in Victoria. And by the looks, it's very, very likely to be St Kilda. I don't know exactly what will get it done. I don't think it'll cost very much, but he's 28. He's a physical ruckman. We're losing Tom Campbell. Jack Hayes is up in the air. We don't know what's going to happen there. He might even be part of the deal, to be honest. I don't know. Back to South Australia. But his exit interview is tomorrow, mentioned by John Ralph here. And he says, exit interview tomorrow for Ivan Soldo, but St Kilda is keen after getting stuck behind Jordan Sweet. A move back to Victoria would have some appeal. And then it goes into a little bit more details from Frank Seal, who wrote the article. Port Adelaide ruckman Ivan Soldo is reportedly seeking a trade to St Kilda, despite having a year to play out on his contract signed at the end of last season when he first joined the Power. The former Richmond ruck was seeking more opportunity with the move to Port Adelaide, replacing Scott Lycett and Sam Hayes. Unfortunately, he fell out of the side in favour of fellow recruit Jordan Sweet, who impressed in his 2024 finals campaign, most notably in the famous semi-final win over Hawthorn. 28-year-old now eager to explore another move, with the Saints being his club of choice. So it's pretty, but by the looks of it, it's pretty much imminent that we will have Ivan Soldo nominate us as his destination, and then we just have to facilitate a trade with Port Adelaide. My question is, he's sitting behind Jordan Sweet. He's coming to St Kilda to sit behind Rowan Marshall. Now, if he wants more opportunities, if he looks at our track record of playing other rucks with Rowe under Ross in the last 2 seasons, we've played Tom Campbell like twice and Jack Hayes a handful of times, and he's been injured, and that's it, you know. So unless we can, obviously we would be talking to him and, you know, getting a gauge on how we want to play it out. But maybe next year with Soldo, with Marshall, maybe drifting forward, that's a bit more of a look that we're going to go back to. The two ruck sort of attack that we had under Brett Ratton. We haven't really done it at all under Ross Lyon, but football evolves. Perhaps that's something we can look at. If we lose Tim Membry and we need some more sort of power in the front half, maybe Rowan Marshall can float forward a little bit more frequently than what he's been able to do in the last couple of seasons. I think Soldo's actually not bad. I think he's 28. He's not, you know, he's not on the old, like he's not 31, 32. He's got years ahead of him. I think he's quite a serviceable ruckman. He's physical. He's honest. He's not your absolute gun, but I think as a second-tier ruckman, I think he'd be pretty solid. I think the question mark is just how we go about it, like in terms of if we do get him, what does it look like? In terms of his season averages, his career averages, this season he averaged about 10 disposals a game, 28 hitouts, 9.6 hitouts to advantage, which is above average. Now, let's just look at, just for the sake of argument, let's look at Rowan Marshall, and let's look at his averages. So he has about, Soldo averages more hitouts than Marshall, and he averages 3 more hitouts per game to advantage. The thing, obviously, the main difference is Rowe just kills him in disposals, in kicks, in clearances. But Soldo nearly averaging 4 clearances a game. Marshall 5.7. More hitouts to advantage. Not bad. Like, if you look at it from where we lack, it's like Rowe he's not elite in the hitouts to advantage situation, but if we get Soldo and he can offer that outlet a little bit more, then we've got the perfect balance of a ruckman that can be just a complete midfielder around the ground, and then just a physical, true ruckman who literally just operates at the centre bounce and around the ground stoppages and isn't really the main focal point around the ground. Obviously, he's a big size. He's a good, 204 centimetres. So he's bigger than Rowe. Rowe's 201. Same age, actually. So it's weird to think that Soldo and Rowe are the same age. You forget because you think Rowe is still 25. You know, he just acts young. He looks young. But he's 28, turning 29. So Two very senior ruckmen would be nice, especially when you lose Tom Campbell and potentially Jack Hayes. And we know how good Rowe is around the ground. We want him to be focusing more on that than just being a ruckman. We want him to get forward and hurt teams that way. So if we can facilitate this, which I think it wouldn't cost much at all, I'd be pretty happy with it. On top of maybe, you know, if we can get Jack McRae, I think this would be quite handy as well. My question is, isn't it easier to battle out with Jordan Sweet than it is to battle out with Rowan Marshall? I don't know, but maybe there's more to it than that. Maybe we are looking to play a different style of football, maybe go with that 2-ruck sort of attack. So that's the news. Ivan Soldo, I believe his exit interview is tomorrow. So I'm pretty confident that once that is complete, then we will see official news that he's nominated St Kilda. But by the looks, they've already confirmed that he's essentially nominated us, or his preference is St Kilda. And yeah, we'll see what happens from there. So that is the talk, saying is Ivan Soldo very keen on St Kilda. St Kilda seem pretty keen on him as well. 28 years old, 204 centimetres, got a year left on his contract. He's a serviceable ruckman, not your absolute superstar ruck, but there's not many of them going around. And for a second-tier ruckman, he's very, very good and very honest. So I don't mind that. Put in the comments. Let me know what you think. Let me know if you're happy with the potential of Ivan Soldo coming to St Kilda and supporting Rowan Marshall. I'll wrap it up there, Saners. Thank you very much for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe. Enjoy the rest of your week, and as always, go you mighty Saners. See you guys.